What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video with your boy Millionaire Abe. Shout out to everybody that's coming from the first episode 1. If you haven't watched episode 1, go back and make sure you watch episode 1. I'll be going over what is Forex, is it a get rich quick scheme, and what's all the hype about it, right? But in this video, we're going to talk about technical analysis versus the fundamental analysis of trading, right? For those that was wondering, like, okay, how do you know when to enter into the market, or what strategies do you use in the market? Stay tuned, watch this video, and I got you. Alright, so not gonna waste too much time, we're gonna get straight into it. So when I first started off trading, and actually I'm gonna start off with the chart side. So when I first started off trading, I was very heavy on like just doing technical analysis, not really caring too much about fundamentals. So for those that don't even know what technical analysis is basically like when you're trading just strictly off of charts. You're not looking at news, you're not worried about news, you're just looking at candlesticks going up and down. And before I even say that, I know some people use candlesticks. I prefer to use the candlesticks. Other people like to use lines. It's truly up to you to decide like what candles that you want to use in the market. But for me, to keep it simple, I like to use, actually really to keep it simple, most people use the lines. But me personally, I like to use the candlestick side of things because I could tell based off of candles how the market may move, and it makes it easier when it comes down to figuring out my zones in the market, figuring out my support and resistance. So in the beginners, in the first episode, I talked about, hey, like when it's at a price ceiling, I know I want to sell, and when it's at a price floor, I know when to buy. So this is like what it will actually look like on the chart, right? So when I'm on the chart, I'm looking to see like where's areas where it's coming down to and bouncing off of that and going back up. So, and actually just to show y'all, we're gonna go back right here. Cool. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm seeing this is that price floor I was telling you guys about. This is a price floor, so anytime I see it at this level, I'm looking to buy, right? And then I'm looking for my price selling. Where's the resistance? Where's the area that I'm noticing like, hey, when it gets to this high point, it's starting to go for the sell. So this is that area where I'll be looking to sell. Price. Ooh, don't judge me if I almost spelled something wrong. Let's put it in the center. And let's go ahead and make it bigger so y'all can see. Yellow. And then actually put it at the top. And let's actually change that color because it's bothering me. So yeah, so you got the price selling. Technical analysis, it's simple. You have the price selling that's at the top. So I know, okay, when I get to the top, I want to potentially look for sales. And then you have the price floor. When it's at the bottom, I know I want to potentially look for buys. Now, when it comes to trading, this is like the most basic that it gets, but I want you guys to understand, like, this isn't the only way. Trading is like way, it could be as simple as this, or it could be more in depth, and that goes into me adding indicators. But I'm gonna say the indicator talk for, I believe, that's either gonna be episode 3 or that's gonna be episode 4. So you're gonna have to continue to watch to see those 2 videos on that per se. Or honestly, if you go back to the videos that I made before me even starting this series, you'll see like the different analysis that I made in regards to like chart work and technical analysis. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna just go over the importance of having technical analysis and then the importance of using fundamental. But I just want y'all guys to know now that there are 2 different types of traders in this industry. So you can decide if you're going to be that person that looks at charts all day, and not necessarily all day, but you could be that person that can say like, hey, I can roll over out of bed, I can look at a chart, and I can see that the market is about to get ready to do this. You could be that type of person, that's person A, or you could be person B. You could be the person that actually looks at the news, they look at the data of the economy, and based off of that understanding of basically like the news and stuff, it will go reflect into the charts and you can know what to do. So for example, what does that look like? 2 different news websites that I use for trading is 1, Forex Factory, and 2, Bloomberg.com. I use Bloomberg.com for the US economy. Really, basically, it goes over all of the news in the world, all the major like economic news that's going on, and it gives you like live updates on like what's happening. And then as you can see at the top, I use like these, what is it, like the quotes. There you go. I use these quotes to determine how I'm going to trade the markets during New York session, or how I'm going to trade like my GBP pairs doing London session, or my indices, SPX 500, the Dow Jones, right? So, but I'm gonna start with Forex Factory. So Forex Factory, this was like the first news website I used to use at first to trade. And basically how it works is, I'll show you at the top. You can make your account if you want to. You don't really have to. I don't really log in no more into mine. I just come on here to see what news is coming out. So let's say, like, for this week, for example, it is currently March 5th. This week was NFP week. It is the first the non-farm payroll week of the first in the month. And that happens every first in the month. Every Friday of the first in the month is NFP week. And for those that don't know, let me slow down. NFP week is actually the week, basically like when high news come out, a lot of important news come out for the month. It's basically like an update of what's going on in our society, doing like each month. So this is kind of like the period where the traders, if you're a new trader, we highly advise that you don't trade during this month because sorry about that. Somebody was calling me. I could have sworn to put my phone down, sir. Alright, we back at it. So, what was that? Oh, so if you're a new trader, we highly advise that you don't trade during the non-farm payroll week because this is a lot of volatility in the market. It's basically like a week where the market is moving. It can either go in your favor or it can go against your favor. But what I like to tell people is NFP week is kind of like, it's a mixture between news and it's a major key level between like price action. It's going to be a lot of price movements in the market where the governments want the price to push up to a certain price for their currency before it tanks, or just the complete opposite. They might want it to push down to a certain price so they can buy it to get in at a sweeter entry point to make them more money as the market continues to correct itself and goes back up. It's a lot of market manipulation this week, and it's like basically kind of like it's a week where you can get paid, or it's a week you can really blow your account and be down bad. Trust me, I know. I'm speaking from experience, just based off of like how long I've been trading in the markets and like all the accounts that I've blown, specifically on NFP week. If you're ever thinking about, I wouldn't advise you to trade NFP week unless you actually have like your own profound strategy that you use, as well as like basically like you kind of like have an idea of what you're looking for the week. You're being patient. You're not rushing those setups. You're not following your basic indicators that you may use or your basic candlesticks that you may use, because it could literally be a fake out before news come out. Or you can use Forex Factory, right? And it gives you every single day. I'm gonna try to go back. Let's see, begin date. Wait, what's, yeah, March 31st. And I went to 2019. Wow. Why am I tripping right now? We are in 2021. That's what's happening. February 2021. Thank you. February 28th. Thank you. Apply settings. I don't know why. I just had a brain fart like that. But yeah, so basically what you want to do, really, you can do this for every week if you want to. If you want to make sure no news mess up your trades, you can come to Forex Factory, forexfactory.com. You can come on here and you can see Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, what are the high news that's coming out in the market, so you can know what days do you want to trade, what days do you not want to trade, what times do you want to trade, right? It gives you the time of when you want to trade. I'm not the time you want to trade. It gives you the time of when the news in the market is coming out. It tells you what currency is going to be affected. So for my people that trade any pair with the Australian dollar, news is going to affect that, as well as gold, because gold and AUD USD are like inversely correlated to each other, right? But what I want to talk about the most is actually these folders. These folders are very key. So yellow folders are basically like low news. It's not really going to affect the market as much. You don't really have to worry about these news really messing up for real. Orange folders, they're like a medium impact. Like this is giving you the impact level. So the orange folder is kind of like, okay, it might make the market push a little bit. You want to be very cautious on the trades that you take with this. Like you got to be aware with it, but it's not really nothing too crazy, right? Red folders, those are high news folders. So this is a folder that's going to be like making the market very volatile. And the way I like to think of it, you can think of it like this. Excuse me. You can think of it like this, right? So you have Your yellow folder is your green light. If for my people that drive, you can think of it like this. When you're driving, your yellow folder is your green light, right? That orange folder is the yellow light, right? That's letting you know that, hey, you might want to chill out. You might want to slow down before you hop in this trade because we about to get ready to go to a stop, or it might have some volatility in the market. That red folder, you might want to stop because you don't know which way the market is going to move. It can either work in your favor, whatever trade that you're in, or it can go against your favor. So that red folder, dang there, stop. Don't take no trade during the first 5 to 10 minutes before and after the news is about to come out because the market might go crazy. So just off of just knowing that, I'm going to say it again, so make sure you're taking notes. Our yellow folder is our green light when we're driving. Our orange folder is our yellow light. Okay, you need to be cautious. Like, you need to slow down because it's about to get ready to go red. And then our red folder is that, whoa, it stopped. Let me stop at the light. Let me wait 5, 10 minutes, 5, 10 seconds, however long. Like, you know, 5 to 10 seconds when you drive, obviously, the light don't hold that long. But for news, you want to wait 5 to 10 minutes before, 5 to 10 minutes after. So you shouldn't be trading at 10:25. You shouldn't be trading at 10:35. Wait at least till 10:40, 10:45-ish area to make sure that you're getting, you're being cautious and you're protecting your capital, because we want to make sure you get. I want to make sure, I'm saying we, but I want to make sure that you guys are getting good habits when you're trading. You're not being like risky with your trades just to try to make a quick 100. Yes, there are banks that make 6 figures when news come out. Yes, there are people that try to make banks money, but they don't have bank money capital. And when you try to over leverage, you're gonna blow your account. Like I said, once again, I'm speaking from experience. You're like, oh my gosh, it's so perfect for a buy. It's giving me a buy setup, and then that news come out. You're thinking it's a buy. The news come out and then drop. It tank. So that's why it's important to have a basic understanding of the folders and understanding, like, be aware of what news is coming out every single day. When the week come up, write out the high folder news. So what you can do over here in the right corner, you can filter, and you could say, like, you know what, I only want to see red folders. And then let's say I only trade, and you can specify, you can go all the way down to like the currencies too. So like if you only trade AUD, you can get rid of all these. If you only trade GBP, get rid of everything else but GBP. If you only trade United States dollar pair, since we're in the US, I'm gonna click on US. If you only trade US pairs, only click US, and let's see what we get. So now it only shows me on Monday at 10 a.m. be careful. On Thursday, all day I need to be careful because they're in the meeting, the OPEC meeting. And then at 12:05 I definitely need to be careful because the federal chair Powell speaks. So for those that don't know, quick pro tip: 1, pay attention to like who are the high leaders of the country that you're trading in. So if you're trading in the US, obviously pay attention to Biden. Pay attention to the VP, pay attention to Nancy Pelosi, pay attention to Powell. All those people, like those high people, high-ranking individuals, Mitchell, right? All those high-ranking individuals, they have the power to affect the market. So if you're not aware of that, it's gonna cost you on your trades and the trades that you take. So you really want to make sure that you're being careful when those representatives are speaking, but also obviously by filtering out and realizing what your red folders are for the week. Write that down in your notes. Set an alarm on your phone. Make sure that you remember it. And then go based off of those time frames and be careful when you're trading within that time zone. Right? So between that and another pro tip that I learned from one of my favorite educators, you'll want to, like, you can do Twitter. So like if you're on Twitter, you can actually add you can follow these people on Twitter. So like when Trump was in office, I definitely had Trump followed, not because I was a fan, but because anytime he tweeted something ridiculous, it made the market jump. So whenever I got that notification on my phone, let me go hop in the trade real quick. Let me go make money off of gold. Right? So like, make sure you following those individuals too. If you don't want to follow them on your personal account, make another Twitter account just for trading, and then have that set up for the week. So whenever you get a notification, you know that's Forex stuff. And you know, like, okay, bet this is what the market is doing right now. This is what's happening in the United States. This is what's happening all over the world. Because I trade the GBPs and I trade like US. So I know what's going on in Britain. I know what's going on in London. Anything that happens with Brexit or anything that's going on with Parliament, that's the main news for the GBP. I'm getting those notifications sent to my phone so that I'm aware on the trades that I'm taking. Now, if you're somebody that's deciding right now, like after listening to this video, after watching this, you're like, you know what? I don't really care for news. I don't really care about none of that. I only care about just the technical. Yes, that could work in your favor, only if you don't trade the NFP week. But at the same time, because like, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because I used to be like, man, I go crazy on charts, skip the fundamentals. Like, I know my chart analysis, I'm straight. Like, I got it like that. I'm Gucci. Granted, I still do got it like that now. Just respectfully though, right? Stats are fast, don't lie. But I understand if you multiply, like if you add the technical side of things to the fundamental side of things. So if you go from the chart work to understanding what news is coming out, it's going to intensify your trading so much more. You're going to have a higher probability of having more success than the average person that only trades technicals. It could be a trade like, let me go to let me see. Let me show you something. Let me show you how sweet this will be. So I'm gonna delete all this because y'all probably like, what in tarnation? I do use the Fibonacci's. Y'all low key about to get some free sauce. I do use the fibs for when I trade Germany 30. Let's see. So let's say for example, I'm gonna say my fibs training on for another video. Let's say for example, somebody is, so from a trading standpoint, let's say for example, and I'm gonna do this too, so y'all can see. I'm gonna give y'all the real. Can you move out my way, please? Thank you. I'm gonna give y'all the real tea. I'm about to give y'all the sauce. Pay attention, follow along. Alright. So it's 9. What time is this? Alright, this is at midnight, whatever. Let's say it's like some high news coming out. Germany 30 is doing this thing. It's dropping for the week. Everybody down here is hella people looking for sales right here. They're like, oh my gosh, it's gaining momentum. It's dropping, it's tanking. I'm about to enter for a sale right here. What you don't know is there's about to be a red folder news that's about to come out that's gonna push Germany 30 back up. So there's like, let's say it's like, oh my gosh, we found the cure for the COVID-19 vaccine. So out of nowhere, right? Because, and you would have known that some news, well, for that, let's say an article is coming out. So right here, you would have had a red folder. Let me see. If I go to let me go back to the Forex Factory. Boom. Red folder. Get rid of everything but GBP. We keep the euro on there. So let's say, yep, London. The Bank of England speaks. He's like, you know what? The economy is doing great right now. The dollar value is going up. He says that at 5 a.m. in the morning. At 5 a.m. in the morning, I see there's a red folder coming out. I don't know what he's going to speak on. If it's something that's positive that's going to make the currency jump, I want to wait before I enter in on this trade. So with me knowing that, I'm like, hey, if the news is positive, that is great, because I understand that Germany 30 is in a downtrend. Why? Because it broke below here, it made the lower high, and then it started going back down. With my knowledge on my fibs, I know my fibs, Germany 30 can either come back to my 61% area or it can come back to my 78% area. Based off of just my technical analysis, I know that. I know I can have an entry point right here, or I know I can have an entry point right here, right? Anywhere in this area. Boom. So let me get rid of my line. Bet. Wait, no, I didn't get rid of that. Let me get rid of this. Boom. So these are my fib prices that I'm looking for to potentially enter for a sale. Let's say the news come out positive. He's like, you know what? The economy is doing great. What do you see? What is going on right here? Whoa, went too fast. And I'm not going back. So what you see is going on right here. The economy is doing great. Perfect. Come back to that sweet spot that I'm looking for in the market so I can hop in that sale. This is the technical analysis part. In my chart analysis, I'm looking for sales at here or potentially here. Once I realize it's not closing above here, I can hop in a sale. Boom. And catch this move going all the way back down for 1,400 pips. Boom. Only risk maybe like 400, 500 pips. Yeah, I probably risk like 600 pips on this to catch a 1,000 pip move, because that's the reason why the stop loss would be above this, because that's higher than the highest point that I think it was gonna go. But if I really want to risk it, me personally, I only risk probably no more than 300 pips to catch 1,000, to catch 700 on Germany 30. But that's me. I know everybody trade it differently than I do, but that's personally how I trade the pair. So with that knowledge, do what you want with that information. I am probably gonna make a Fibonacci video soon to teach y'all after the series, but for the sake of this video, y'all just getting my chart work. But you see how, for example, you see how that positive news that he spoke of pushed my candlestick up for the buy. And granted, yes, if it was positive move, you could have caught this buy up because you knew it was positive. Boom, and you could have bought to that area that you was looking for. So I could have originally, if I really wanted to, if he came with a positive move and I knew it was going to affect the market and push it back up to that price action level that I'm looking for my sell, I could have bought this, caught 1,300 pips going up, and caught another 1,400 pips going back down. Sniper both ways. Sniper here, sniper there. All about patience. It's all about understanding the market and understanding like how the trades are actually moving. What I didn't know in the past was like, bro, it used to be so many times, and not specifically with Germany 30 in particular. I do know this is an NDC pair for those. It's like, oh my gosh, it's not even forward somewhere. But this is just for any pair in general. For any pair in general, it's the same process. I was just using that because this one is the most cleanest setup. This was the cleanest setup for the week that I took. This is a trade that I actually caught off of my team, and we actually pro'd off of it. So it's only right I use real life examples for right now, just based off of this week. But what I used to understand was by myself was like, there used to be times I'm like, oh snap, it's breaking out, and I would sell right here, and I'd be sick. Because the old me used to be like, bro, why didn't you listen to the news? Why didn't you wait for the news to come out before you enter the trade? And I used to make this mistake over and over and over and over again. It used to kill me. And it was like one day I just got fed up. I'm like, bro, you know what, bro? You really got to be disciplined. Like, if I really want to get the results that I want in this trading stuff, I need to be disciplined. I know how to trade. I just got to be more patient. Wait for it to move. Pay attention to the news and wait for the move. The move is always going to come. Let the market come to you. Do not chase the market. The moment you start chasing the market, the moment you start revenge trading, that's going to be your downfall when it comes to this trading stuff. So I highly advise that you're being patient. You're paying attention to the news that's coming out. You're paying attention to how quotes are opening up, how prices are opening up at the opening bell, how they're opening up for my people that trade in New York session. You're paying attention to how they're opening up. How are currencies, how are the SPS 500s, how's the Dow Jones, how's the Euros opening up for their specific time zone for the session? How are they opening up? And see, let me see, where was it? I think this is SPS. SPS 500 right now. Yep, it's in the negative, right? Currency was that the opening bell opened up in negative for SPS. So why would I be looking for a buy? It makes no sense. Why would I look for a buy when the currency opened up negative? If it opened up negative, that means I know that the market is going to want to go in downtrend. So the only thing that I'm going to be looking for are sales. And as you can see, that could have been a 600 pip play for somebody. That could have been $600, 6,000, 600K, 6 million for whoever has that capital. And that goes to show you like the importance of like why I like trading this market, because news really affects the markets. And stocks or in other markets, if news come out negative for the stock market, your company is going to do bad, and that's going to bring your money that you have into the company go down. When I'm trading currencies, when I'm trading indices, if news goes bad in the market, I can capitalize off of that. I'm like, bet the market the value of the currency is about to go down, so I can sell this to a better price where I think is going to be the area that I want to hop back in for the buy. And once I find that area, boom, take profit on my sell, withdraw that money, go buy myself something to eat, Chick-fil-A, whatever I want to eat. Get back in for the buy and do the same thing all over again. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. It's that simple. So you can either be that person that only trades technical and you can have success for a while, but you might not be consistent. You can be that person that only trades fundamental and don't respect the technical. And you can have all the news data in the world and still don't know how to enter at the right moment of the market. Right? Like you can have news like, oh yeah, it's about to go for a buy. But you happen to buy up here and it's dropping for a sell right now. Right? So you want to make sure when you're trading, take a little bit of both. Pay attention to zones, key levels, and based off of those zones and key levels, look at the news and see what it's giving you and pay attention to, okay, bet, if it's going for a buy, this is a high volatility news that's about to come out, it's going to push up here. And when it push up here, cool, I can look for a sell up here. If not, I'll look for a buy. But until then, I'm going to be patient and I'm going to be waiting. Hopefully, that's why I'm going to end the video just like that. I feel like I was just spazzing a little bit. So I'm going to let y'all breathe for a little bit. And I'm going to save the rest of the gems for the next video. So make sure you stay tuned for episode 3. That'll probably be dropping on March 8th or March 9th. I'll probably drop that video onto the channel. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for commenting. If you have any questions, feel free to do that. If you want to get my trade analysis, go ahead, click the link in the bio. Not the bio. Click the link in the description below. I'll be creating a free signals channel just so y'all can see how I actually call out my trades to my team and send out signals to like people in the organization or whatever, right? So if you're interested, for the free signals channel, I'm only sending out 2 to 3 trades a week, just for that. If you want to actually say skip it, like if after that first week that you try it out with me and see how it works, if you like how I'm sending out, you might as well just join the actual signals channel. It's a one-time fee at $250, and you can get started with that one. Then you have access to me for forever. And then I'm about to start doing live trading sessions on that as well. So not only will you be getting trades from me, you'll have the opportunity to actually hop on a call with me as well and actually get those live trade analysis, those live trade signals that I'm actually sending out to my team daily. So 2 to 3 a week for the free signals chat, and then usually for my main signals chat, I'm sending out about roughly anywhere between 10 to 12 trades a week. Granted, it's not about the quantity of trades, it's about the quality of the signals that I'm sending out. So one week I might send you 20 trades, and we might still catch anywhere between 15 to 2,000 pips, right? Or I might send you 10. The lowest I'll send is 10 trades, and that 10 trades, shout out to this week, we went 8 and 2. We caught, I believe, what was it, 2,800 pips? Let me see. It should be on my website right now. Let's see. Yeah, we caught 2,837 pips. And I only caught out 10 trades, and it went 8 and 2. So and out of those 2 trades that we lost, combined we only lost 40 pips on those trades. Only 2 trades only went for 20 pips at stop loss. Besides that, it was just straight profits. But hopefully this video really helps somebody. I hope that y'all actually listen to what I'm saying, because I really understand like how having the basic understanding of both the fundamental and the technical can really change your game. It can really change your trading aspect and your trading skill in the markets. But that's the end of this video. I'm gonna catch you at the next one. See y'all for episode 3. Peace out.